Controversy all over the world. Why, Adam? Why are you doing this? Why did you do whatever you had to do? Some people are saying someone had a gun in front of you. Some people are saying that maybe he's sick and tired of all those YouTubers and the Moon Boy saying that it's gonna go to $1.01. Someone is actually suggesting that maybe it's someone who was trying to copy me and trying to trade the way I trade. Among all those speculations that all of you did, no one, and I mean no one, came close to the answer. And the answer is far away from real reality. I don't know, but this is gonna twist into something that is so much important. There's a villain among us. There is a villain among us. Do you want to know why exactly did I do what I did? This is going to be an educational video, and you're going to learn what you need to learn. So let's go back some few days ago. Okay, I have this crazy idea right now regarding the market maker. And today what I'm gonna do is something really out of the mind, and it's gonna confuse a lot of people, and I know it's gonna confuse you as well. But I'm gonna pretend that I'm gonna launch the market, and I'm gonna make an update today saying that Luna Classic will pump really high, because I think the whales are after me. I think those Luna Classic whale look at my videos and they want to do the opposite because I've been right so far. So they want to prove me wrong at the moment. So I'm gonna pretend that I don't know anything and it's gonna pump, but in reality it's gonna actually go to the technical target that I told you, which is maybe 17,000 or whatever. So to give you proof, maybe in the future when it actually pumps, I'm gonna keep this a secret, because sometimes a little bit of mystery is gonna help. Okay, so check this out. So this is where the prices are right now. Okay, you can see that is 30,193 trading right there. So yeah, price objective is still remains. If it comes down here, amazing. This is what I'm looking for. And then if it actually crosses the neckline, I'm gonna change my views. So best of luck, best of luck. It's actually quite important right now to talk about the details of the market maker. So let's talk about the details of the market maker and why did I actually do what I did, and we're going to talk about him and what he does exactly. So this is a topic regarding the market maker. First thing is going to be first, let's look at the definition of what the market maker really is. A dealer in securities or other assets who undertakes to buy or sell at specified prices at all times. So that is who a market maker really is. He's a dealer. Pay attention to that word, dealer in securities. So it's someone, there is someone behind that coin. It be Luna Classic, it can be any coin that you talk about. As I tell you all the time, man, there's always someone behind that actually takes over the control, okay? And have you ever heard about the term whales? You can even say that they are the whales of the cryptocurrency, because their money is way more than what we have. They have way more money than we have. What do you think? Do you think when you buy $20,000 of Bitcoin, ask yourself the question, are you able to push the prices to the upside? You're not able to push the prices to the upside. You cannot push it. If you sell 20,000, if you sell $1 million of Bitcoin, do you think you're able to push it down? Do you think you're going to buy $100,000 of Luna Classic and you think you're going to push the prices higher? You're wrong. You cannot do it. You cannot do it. But the market makers are able to. The whales, they are able to. And this actually tells me it's just like someone putting another very ordinary Joe onto the wall and bidding him. And this is the reason why we call these people as bullies. They've been bullying you. He's my enemy, he's your enemy. He's a villain, he's after me. Yes, they actually look potentially, whales are after successful people. When you try to make successful prediction back to back, they can end up being against you as well. because they're looking at what who is successful among the YouTubers, or who is successful among the community. So that, why? Because all the community is going to be following this guy, and if they're going to follow that guy, we have to do what the opposite of what this guy says. And that led me to do the opposite, to say the opposite, so that we can play the game. They want to play us, we want to play back. They push my button, I'm going to press back. So why? Okay, why the market maker? Why do we have a market maker in the first place? We're going to talk about the detail of him. It all starts in an exchange. Okay, Coinbase, Binance, it can be Kraken, it can be any other, Get.io, whatever exchange you want to put out there. Okay, and there's a lack of volume in every exchange. There's a lot of problem with the volume. The exchanges need volume. Volume just means that if there's 100,000 people trading, we need a lot of people to come and step in. It's a very complex and a very, very next level thing that you have to understand, which I'm going to teach you in my course as well. If you want to take the course, it's up to you, because it's going to turn into $249 pretty soon. Now, when they have lack of volume, or they need volume, they contact the market maker. The market maker is a person who is a big investor. He's like a whale who is actually able to control the market. Let's just say like Facebook whale of the market maker can be Mark Zuckerberg, because he has most of the money. And when they get the market maker, the problem of liquidity gets solved, because now the money is flowing in, cash is flowing in, the cash inflow is there. If you know anything about finance, about the cash flow and the cash outflow, okay? So cash should come inside the exchanges, and that's what makes the exchanges credible. It makes liquidity problem, it solves the liquidity problem issues, okay? Now, so what the exchange do? They're going to take the phone and they're going to call, they're going to dial the number for the market maker, and they're going to tell him that we need a dealer. So can you be our dealer? Can you be like some sort of a market maker for us, and you can help us because you have a lot of money? And then they say, yeah, let's do it. They go in there, okay? The coin gets listed and all this kind of stuff, because you can even say that maybe, Binance did call Do Kwon and said that, hey, you have a lot of money, so come in and, under the hood, who knows? Now, let's move on and let's talk about how the two terms that you should know about the market maker. Number one is bid and ask, okay? Consider just yourself going into a foreign exchange to exchange dollar for your own native currency into euro, pounds, or, krone, or anything else. And all you do is you're going to get a bidding price and an asking price. In that bidding price, if that dealer or that exchanger is going to take 100, he's going to buy for 100.2 and he's going to sell for 100.5. Okay, he need that spread in between. The spread, and the spread is what is going to be his profit at that point of time. Okay, now let's move on to the next point. So bidding, what is the definition of bidding? It's simple. The price the market maker is willing to buy. He's going to buy at this price. Okay. And now we're going to have to see to something like this one, okay? Look at this one. And by the way, the definition of ask is just the opposite of bidding. I'm just going to show you the bid. So the price the market maker is willing to sell is the ask price. For example, look at this image, okay? You do have the bidding right over there. I'm just going to take the pen here and show you what's going on, okay? So this is the price of the bidding. He's willing to buy at 13.5, okay? And what is he willing to sell for? 13.8. So what's the spread in between here? What's the profit level? It's not a rocket science. It's going to be 0.35, right? So 0.35 is his profit level. That's the profit taking that is actually going to make out of the money that you guys are trading in between there. So that's just the very basic thing of a market maker. Now, let's talk about why you see, these market makers are like psychopaths. Okay, they want to, you see, in your neighborhood, they want to have the best car. So what do they do to have the best car? They try to rip off other people. They try to smash the cars of other people. They try to smash windows of other people's cars so that they can have the best looking car out there. They're going to actually burn down the house of other people so that they can have the best looking house for themselves. They're psychopath. And psychopath has a lot of definition, right? They don't have any logic. They don't care about the normal people. They don't think like the normal people. But anyway, that's a different topic. The question comes in again. Can they manipulate the market? Can they manipulate the market? People say Oh, are whales actually dumping the prices and pumping the prices? The simple answer is actually yes. They do manipulate the market. And that's actually true. Look at what Luna did. Okay, went from $100 something all the way down to zero, absolutely nothing down, turned into dust. Yes, they can manipulate the market, and you must know about the market maker. You must know what you're investing and what you're about to lose out there. Now, one way of manipulation is the following, and this is the very old classical way of manipulating prices. Now that the bidding, let's say you came in to buy this coin and it's priced at 13.5, the very same old picture. So you look at the prices, 13.5, and you look at the lowest bidding possible. So you put your prices, you try to buy at 13.05, or maybe you're buying at 13.2, whatever. So when you buy that thing and you buy using even $1 million, that's a lot of money. I'm talking about $1 million. That's a lot of money to invest. And then the market maker sees like, whoa, we have someone huge. We got a fish in the building, right? We got a fish in the ocean and I need to take the money and rip him off. So one way he can manipulate you is people look at the order book. And the market maker can do something like this. He's going to place an order down at $10. And you're going to look at, whoa, wait a minute. Someone just placed $10 bidding. How many people, I've seen so many people saying that, oh, there's a whale trying to buy down, there's a whale trying to buy up, there's $200,000, the smart money is putting $200,000 of Bitcoin, sorry, $20,000 of Bitcoin, is trying to buy Bitcoin at $20,000, maybe Bitcoin is trading at $40,000. People say that, and I'm pretty sure you know that. So what it does is manipulate you by saying that, oh, maybe you're going to think, oh, the biggest whale, the market maker, is about to buy at $10. So you bought here $13.5 and you cancel your trade. What you do is you short the market because you now think that the prices are going to go down to $10. So you try to short the market. And when you do that, as soon as you open that short position, the market maker cancels his order and then he longs the market and the market goes the other way around. And then you get liquidated. And that's one way, a very classical way for manipulating. Does this sound scary to you? Actually, you should be aware of all these things. It's something that you need to know. And the second way he manipulates is through stop hunt. He actually tries to see where the stop losses are, and if a lot of people are actually having stop losses down a certain area, for example, if in that picture the stop losses, most of the stop losses are between 13.1 to 13.2, and the prices are trading at 13.4, something like that, then he's going to make sure he really drops the market down, something like this. So this is the hunter, that's the market maker. This is the prey, that is pretty much you. You are the deer, you are the one who's being hunted right now, and you are the retail investor with less money. These are the big institutions with the whales and the market makers, and they do those all stock operations, and this is how they actually take the stop losses, take the stop loss and run to the upside. But still, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't be working with a stop loss. Work with a stop loss. Still work with the stop loss. Doesn't mean you should not place the stop loss. But there is a rule of thumb to place the stop loss, and I go in this one again in the course. Okay, I'm teaching things that people didn't teach me for a long time, and I'm here. It's even ready. It's out there. The course is out there. My students are enjoying this thing, right? Another classical way of manipulation is report and news. Okay, they say that the earning reports, we're going to actually tell you about the earning reports and the closing reports. We have our company schedule, and we're going to transfer the balance to our earning sheets and this and that and blah blah blah. And then he actually tempts you to think the market is going to go up because you don't want to rely on technical analysis. You just want to rely on fundamentals because it's the easy way out, and you want to rely with the majority of people. Look at the burn eggs, for example. I talked about the burn previously. There's videos that I made. The last video that I probably made was just to make fun of people who are relying on the burn, okay? And that the burn is actually going to make any difference. Don't the market makers know that? Don't the market makers know that most of the people are expecting the burn to make the prices go higher? And do you think they're going to give you the money just easily, they're going to drop the money right on your foot just like that? They don't do anything like that. Look at how many hints did I give before. This was when I was saying that he will try but fail this time, and I said 1 + 1 is equals to 3. Oops. There was here, this was in my language, but I said he tries to fool us and I'm gonna play the games that he actually plays. This was where I was saying ha ha ha. This was to piss him off, and I said someone will be pissed off, and this was back in Wednesday, September. This was like 4 days ago, and I said Mr. Double M, and that's actually the market maker. No one actually figured it out. Okay, there was a lot of, some things are best kept as mystery. Luna Classic, not a financial advisor. Okay, so there was a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I gave a lot of hints, even on YouTube as well. This was one of my pictures, and you know, I went to one of the Binance meeting here in my place, and I said Luna Classic, okay, to the moon, do your own research. Okay, when I was saying to the moon, I hinted at that, do your own research. This is a philosophy that many of you might really not understand. Okay, so here we are. Some things are best kept as mystery. Luna Classic. Okay, there was one, I think there was just this another hint that I gave. He is after us. Luna Classic. So who is he? The market maker. People wondering who I was talking about all along. Now I'm gonna start off with this video back in 21 September, the very first one that I actually made, hinting that it's gonna take off to the moon, and we had so many comments, and I'm gonna go through these comments with you. Okay, so let's open up the comments right there. So someone here did say take a big to come back and admit an error respect. Okay, there's a lot of comments here. I'm watching you for a list here, and I watch every single video every morning. Just ignore people, want to hear whatever they want, do this for the others. Well, they didn't get it. Thank you, Adam. I believe it's important to wake up people now and then. So this guy did actually get it. This guy did get the point. Thank you, Adam. I was waiting for your video. This guy said, can we take a nice buying position? Actually, I didn't reply to this one, but there was a place where I did end up replying to people not to buy any coin. So I don't know if it was in this place. That's something else. All right, so going with the judgment, brother, I'm buying worth $10,000 right now, and look what I said, do not buy. And this was 4 days ago. Okay, a lot of people know that I told them not to buy. And this guy again, he said that thanks, just bought USD 500,000 worth of Luna Classic, 10x you say. I said cancel it. Okay, a lot of people, I told them, I never left people to buy anything. So bearish yesterday, going to 1500, now bullish, going 10x. What? I said, do not buy. Okay, again, another comment, I said, do not buy. I had one message on the Discord, and this was again back 4 days ago. And hi sir, why sudden reverse going up in Luna Classic? Is it because of the hype? I said don't buy. Okay, don't buy. I said reversal pattern appraising and a bullish engulfing means a reversal, right? I said shush. Am I right? Right, but do your own research. I still wouldn't buy. Why? There's an experiment I'm doing. Don't say anything on the channel, it will make sense later. I said okay. When I already buy, should I pull out? And I said yeah, it will dip, hopefully. I know it's confusing, but don't buy yet. Okay, so it pretty much worked. When it comes down to the technicals, you know, back in this date here, I'm just going to show you that date, Wednesday, September 21. Today is Monday, so last week, I did say don't buy Luna Classic based on what I said in today's video, and that was the time when I uploaded about the moon and all this kind of stuff. And I said there's an experiment I'm doing, and you know, this is where I actually uploaded after some few days later on Thursday, 1 day later. Luna Classic looking to drop 55% down to 12,000, and current price is 27,000. So my technical target is already met and done, but you know, one comment regarding the 21,000, sorry, the 12,000, we're going to talk about it. Okay, so the journey started a long time ago. Okay, ever since Luna Classic actually dropped to these levels, I've been updating you about Luna Classic when we were down here. I told you about this move. I told you for a long time that this I'm supporting that in the future. I do believe it's gonna move up. When we actually entered this phase, I predicted all the technical targets. Yes, there were places when I mentioned you can go higher, but there was condition which was never met and you never went higher. But I actually told you in one of my videos that distribution is something that I'm looking forward to. I do have a distribution video right here, and that's where I actually talked about it. So let's look at that distribution video. Now, before we talk about the distribution phase, look at this video. Now, this video was back in 8th of August, okay? And it's called the weekly reversal candle. And this is where I was talking about Luna Classic. And this is where I was really saying that it's gonna go up.
Awesome, super amazing. I just can say one word. We're looking really, really good for Luna Classic, okay? This is so damn good of an investment right now. Personally, that's my personal opinion. If someone really want to see something that is an easy 10x in the future, not a financial advice, but this is my pick. This is my personal pick. This is an easy 10x, 1000% gain to the upside, okay? And it's something that I don't think I'm gonna miss at all.
All right, so at that time, you can see that the pump never happened to 59,000, and we were trading at nearly 10,000 at that time, okay? So this time, I was supporting the coin, I was supporting back-to-back, and it wasn't meant to be supported. And then the next video in the future, now this one was in August 26, this is what I said about Luna Classic. And look, yeah, I did actually make some pump, and now we're trading at 12,000.
Come down like this and maybe shoot up again today to 16,000. Okay, I do see maybe that one big huge green candle. We might be talking about 25% move to the upside from here. So that's pretty much it for this.
Alright, so that actually did perfectly play it out, and I was talking about this resistance here, that you have to break those resistance and continue to move to the upside. And then this was where I actually finally made the distribution time video, okay? And this was all, you know, backed up with education. I actually made, you know, a lot of sense out of this video. So here we are.
Phases. So for example, distribution, okay, and it's actually happening. So there is a phase called distribution, okay? So it's just the market phases. So for example, you start with a big accumulation right here, you go up, and then you make reaccumulation, you go up, and then you start distribution, you go down, you make redistribution here, and then you go down, and then you start accumulation again. So broken. And as a matter of fact, if I do take the field retracement from the bottom here to right there, understand this. The golden ratio is absolutely important to hold at the moment. And if you start to lose the golden ratio, then I reckon that it's time to basically drop down to 2,000 to 23,000, okay? Now here be careful, because there will be a distribution somewhere in the future, and you never know one thing. Let me tell you what's going to happen here. This is the possible scenario that can happen for Luna Plus. Distribution basically is going to be the time where the sell-off is happening, basically. Okay, so people are cashing out and taking profit. Go up a little bit to 44,000 again. Get rejected the golden ratio. And you can see that's the golden ratio, by the way. So you lose the golden ratio, you go back to backtest the golden ratio. So you get rejected the golden ratio, and you also print the right shoulder. When you print the right shoulder, this is what's going to happen. You make that neckline right over there. If this happened, of course, it hasn't happened just yet, but this is possible that it can happen now, just as I was telling you about the bull pennants and whatnot. So unfortunately, a lot of people are not going to like what I'm about to say, but you know, this can actually end up dropping to 17 or 18,000 back down there. This is a level that.
Alright, so this was when Luna Classic was trading at 42,000, and I predicted this back in 10 September. We're talking today's 26 September, way ahead before anything happened. Alright, so here we are. This is Luna Classic, alright? My technical target, I told you guys, is gonna print the right shoulder. So let's go on to the 4-hour time frame for today, TA, and you can see that this was the left shoulder, the head, and I told you it's gonna be printing the right shoulder. And I told a lot of people that, you know, this is an ascending neckline, and we're gonna go to the upside, to the downside as well. Now, back to it on the Discord when I said that it's looking to drop 55%, you know, to 12,000. I'm a little bit, you know, doubtful with 12,000. Maybe it's a little bit harsh. Now, the reason why I said 12,000 again is all educational. So what I'm gonna do is actually go to Google again, so that I can always give you proof of why I say things. So it's only because of the bear pennant. Okay, so the bear pennant is what I want to show you right there, and it looks like something like this, very very similar to this. All you did is you went to the downside right there, and you move sideways, you made that symmetrical triangle, and then it starts to move to the downside. So you can see there's a pole, there's support and resistance from a symmetrical triangle, and I always dive very very in detail in my course when I talk about all these patterns. Okay, so from there to there you can already see that first of all the pennant is right over here. This triangle that you see is the pennant. So if I do take the stick from the top here to the bottom right there, then we're looking for a continuation, and the technical target is still not met, and the technical target is gonna be 14,000. Actually, it's not even 12,000. Maybe that's a little bit of my mistake, but who knows, it can be a week down. But let's just say it's safe to say 12,000 at the moment, and this could be again an amazing buying opportunity. And I did even made one video about the dirty retest, and I told you that when you have resistance like this, when you have resistance number 2 like that, and you break out, you want to see a very quick retest as soon as you break out. But what it did is that it actually broke out, and it continued really really aggressively to the upside, and it didn't just break out and retest at the same time. So when you break out and go aggressively to the upside, you tend to go back for the dirty retest, and you can see it actually just lands down a little bit to the 14,000. And
hey, Mr. Market Maker, you can.
now there are two ways to buy the course, and number one is actually go onto Twitter, and you can actually search for AdamCoins_. So do check it out. I do have 157 followers. This is the trading link right over there, and you can message me here to pay with crypto, and you're gonna get into the course. Second way is to actually come to Discord and say, hey, Adam Coins, and I do have 30 followers right now on here, and you can message me on the Instagram to pay with cryptocurrency and get a discount as well. And that's all you have to do.
So do you want to learn? Do you want to know how I did all of these things? Because my students, they knew that I was joking, and they knew this one from a long shot. Okay, it's not a rocket science. How am I able to predict 90% of the things? Or maybe even 95% of the time? Learn from me. I got 6 years of education in this thing. I can tell you what you need to understand, wrapping up all this bullshit, and I'm going to teach you what I wish someone taught me a long time ago. I've put up all those articles, all those blog readings, all those books together, all my experiences, all my losses from my experience. And I'm putting all of this together, and I have nearly 20 hours of content of the course to teach you, and it costs $249, but it's way better than people charging thousands of dollars out there with any information, garbage information out there. Unfortunately, I'm just going to tell you that. But anyways, I'm going to see you in November, Market Maker, and I'm going to have the Crypto Awards in November, and in November, I'm going to give you a title, man. I'm going to give you one hell of a title. So I'm going to see you in November with my friend, Alex. I love you.